Hello everyone, and welcome to the STVO Universe review of Cabin in the Woods. Saw this movie on Monday with my friend Matt. We were deciding what movie we should see, whether it be The Three Stooges, American Reunion, or Cabin in the Woods. We really didn't have any interest in seeing American Reunion. Three Stooges obviously looks kind of lame, and I've heard some good word of mouth about this movie, and also I saw that it wasn't rated PG-13, it was rated R, because obviously I'm not a PG-13 horror movie fan. So I said, hey, let's go see this movie. So we arrive at the movie. Pretty much I'm going to go through the plot of this movie. Don't want to spoil too much. I'm going to try to give you a good enough idea of how this movie feels and let you know what I thought of it overall. So here we go. So, yeah, it starts off in a small town with a bunch of college students. There's obviously the jock, there's the shy virgin girl, there's the hot blonde, there's a new transfer student, and then there's a pothead who happens to sound like Big Bird from that old recording from 2000s where you hear Big Bird and Kermit getting high and Big Bird's all like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" It's kind of how his voice works. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google search or YouTube search Pothead Big Bird, and the search results should show this video. Anyways, onto the movie. They all meet up and they decide to go on a trip to the cabin in the woods. It has very much a feel of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies and then Friday the 13th going into this movie, because they're going into a secluded area where they have no idea what it's like, and it's in the middle of nowhere pretty much. So going forward, they're in that cabin in the woods, and it's a pretty odd looking cabin, and what they don't realize about the cabin though is it's being monitored by a big group of people. These group of people have cameras all over the house, and they are watching their every moves. So whenever someone's getting changed, they could watch that if they like. They could watch a fight happen in the living room, etc. Anyways, in addition to that, it starts becoming like Hostel, where they're watching these people and they start placing bets on who's gonna die and how they will die, and then the guys will watch the girls get changed and stuff like that. So yeah, it starts feeling like other horror movies every time it goes into it. And yeah, not only is that house being monitored, but other countries are having certain areas being monitored by that group all around the world, such as Japan, and then there's also Germany, so it gets pretty interesting. Yeah, this movie is a true dedication towards all the horror movies in the genre. You'll definitely notice a lot of different ones. You'll notice parodies from things such as The Rain, Hostel, like I mentioned, zombie movies, you name it. There's probably a bad monster from every one of those movies. It gets pretty interesting, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, overall I really liked this movie. I thought it was very entertaining, very funny. Like I said, I didn't know much about the movie going in. I watched maybe like one or two commercials and didn't see a full trailer for this because I thought it was a cliche horror movie with some kids going into the woods. I thought it'd be just another Friday the 13th imposter or such. But no, this goes all out. There's a lot of good funny scenes, a lot of funny dialogue, and it's pretty entertaining overall. You'll see a lot of ridiculous kills in the movie. You'll see a lot of really funny stuff happening. So, and what I do like about it is it doesn't go strictly for all pop culture references like the Scary Movie series did, or Shriek, If I Know What You Did Last Summer did. This is a good movie, and it kind of has somewhat of a Hunger Games Battle Royale style feel to it, where it's these kids that are just trying to make it out alive. Obviously it's not exactly like those movies, but I get somewhat of a vibe. There's a lot of movies this movie gives me a vibe of. But yeah, overall it's really entertaining, really funny dialogue, lots of really funny stuff in there. I don't expect a sequel to be made because, without spoiling the ending for you guys, There really is no point in making a sequel. You'll find out why. But yeah, I thought the ending was really good. It made you think a little bit like, hey, you know, this was happening. But yeah, obviously no spoilers here. It does get you thinking. It's a nice little twist and some interesting stuff to think about. And then finally, Sigourney Weaver does make a cameo appearance for the Alien fans out here watching. I won't tell you her role, but it was pretty amusing to see her in the movie. My friend Matt knew right away it was Sigourney Weaver. He's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that was pretty funny. So overall, I'm going to have to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was really good, really funny, and just one entertaining movie. Really, if you have a night off, don't know what movie to see, I could honestly recommend The Cabin in the Woods. So check it out. STVO from STVO Universe. Have a good day.